Hi, I'm Evette, and I am one of Rachel's content buddies, and I am here to show you how you can transform a table like this, plain and white and simple, into something fun and colorful and something you want to entertain your guests around. So to start, I've got very simple, like white tablecloth, white napkins, white plates, everybody's got them, silverware and clear glasses. So what I'm going to do to start bringing some color in is I'm going to add chargers to the plates. And what chargers are, basically, they're just a fancy word for a hard placemat that goes under your plate. They were used before to keep food warm. Now they don't do that. They're purely decorative. And what's great about them is they're super inexpensive. If you can't get chargers, one thing I like to use is vintage plates, like a larger dinner plate. These are melamine, basically plastic, inexpensive, but so colorful, and I just think they're awesome. So I'm going to swap out my plates for the colorful ones. And then I've got some smaller dinner plates here that I'm just going to put on top. And what I love to do is just mix and match them, and that way every guest has kind of their own setting, and it's all much more personal and much more fun. So I'm going to swap that one out there and put this one here. And lots of kids, like plates that are meant for kids, are also super colorful like this, so feel free to integrate those too if you've got it. You know, you can always have fun with this sort of stuff. And it's got my last plate there. So already that adds so much color, and I love that everyone's got their own individual place setting. I think that's really cool. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out water glasses. And I'm picking 4 of the same water glass because usually if you're trying to do something really individual for everyone, you want one element to kind of tie everything together. So I have the same silverware for everyone, and I'm going to use the same water glass. And when you've got a small party like this, it's only 4 people, you can really use, you can get vintage ones. Usually you can get these at a Salvation Army or a Goodwill, any kind of thrift store, because 4 is such a small number. You can usually get 4 matching ones. I just love these. I think they're so fun and colorful. And so I've got my 4 water glasses like that. And now my wine glasses are looking very plain. And I've got a really cool way to decorate these that's so easy. So what you do is you start out with a plain wine glass. And I've got here some floral putty. And if you don't have floral putty, this stuff you can get at any flower shop. But if you don't have floral putty, you can use any kind of gummy adhesive that's used to put, like, hang up posters or any kind of paper on the walls. They sell them at any office supply store. The big difference is that the floral putty is actually green, so it's meant to go in an arrangement and, you know, be sort of invisible. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of floral putty off. And I'm going to roll it around and make kind of like a little sausage shape like this. And then I've got flowers here. These are mums. I like to use a really hardy flower because, you know, when you're at the base of a wine glass, you kind of get a little torn up, so you want something that's going to be hardy and stick around. So I'm just going to cut 3. And you make like a little mini bouquet like this. And you take your floral putty and you just wrap it around the stem of the glass like that. And the putty actually sticks to both the flower and the glass, so it's a great little combination. So I'm going to swap out my glasses for these new fun, well-decorated ones. And what's cool about this too is that each guest now has their own little mini arrangement, so towards the end of the night when things start getting a little hairy, everyone knows which glass is theirs. So I've got 2 more right here. Got my 3 done. And then I'm going to switch out the napkins with napkins that I have that are a little bit more colorful, and I'm going to show you guys a really cool fold. It's called the pocket fold, and this is a really fun and easy one. Basically, you start with your napkin like this. This is a 21 by 21. You just need anything square. It doesn't have to be this size. And you're going to basically fold about a half in the center and half back. So you're doing like, you're basically meeting in the center, but one part is going forward and the other part is going back. And then you're going to fold in like this, so basically in quarters like that, and then in again, and then you just flatten it out. And there you've got your little pocket. And what's nice about this is you can also use this to do any kind of little floral arrangement and put it in the center of the plate with flowers, or, you know, a little gift, a takeaway gift for your guests. And I've got 3 here that are already folded, so I'm going to swap these out. And napkins are such a great way to add color to a table because, you know, there are plenty of really colorful tablecloths, but they take a lot of space to store, whereas napkins are inexpensive, and you can, you know, easily store a bunch of them. And another thing that's great about them is they're super, you know, ecologically friendly. I'm trying to not use as many paper towels and use more napkins. And you feel a little classy. You feel like, as Rach would say, you're putting on airs, which is sometimes nice. And now it's time for a centerpiece because no table is complete without a centerpiece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a small little plate, something colorful, something, you know, kind of unusually shaped. And what you want to think about when you're making a centerpiece is you want to keep it low. It is so annoying to show up at a party and have this huge centerpiece stand in between you and having good conversations with the people around you. So keep it low. So I've got three little objects here that I'm just going to put on a plate here in the center. 3 is a great number when you're pulling any sort of little collection together, and try to think, you know, small, medium, large, like the little bears, and you can't go wrong. So I've got my little centerpiece and I'm ready to go, and these are some really quick, easy, and inexpensive ways to change a white table into something really fun and poppy. And it's nice and colorful, and it's a real upgrade from what we had before.